Hello everybody, this is Scott Bradley from scottbradley.name, and in this video I'm going to share two things with you. First thing is a brand new feature added in the Evernote web version, and the second is helping you deal with all of those little sticky notes on your desk. If you were anything like me before I found Evernote, you most likely had tons of little yellow sticky notes everywhere, and all of this stuff, things fell through the cracks. You weren't able to manage everything effectively. And today, in my tip to you, I'm going to show you how to set up an Evernote to manage all of that so you don't have to worry about losing things, forgetting things, and the like. So, the very first thing I want to show you is a brand new feature that Evernote actually enacted in their web version. If you notice up here on the left-hand column, we only in the past used to just have notebooks and tags. And now, with the new web version, they've created this thing called shortcuts. And it basically says drag notes, notebooks, or tags here for quick access. Now I know in the desktop-based version they've added this feature because I actually downloaded it because I use the desktop version, as you can see here. But I wanted to first show you this feature real quick if you are only using the web-based version. So really simple. All that you have to do, let's just say I have my daily fill here. Now if you've seen this video, have not seen this video, be sure to go and watch the one on how to accomplish your goals more effectively. That's in the channel. All you got to do is click the username under this video that says Evernote Scott, and you'll be able to access that very easily to understand what this notebook is and why it's valuable. But just for all intents and purposes, I'm going to click this and drag it, click and drag it up there and let it go. Now this is a shortcut. So what this allows you to do is easily access notebooks and tags, and if you had tags up here, you can click and drag and drop. And the reason this is valuable is because as you're going to grow your full-blown notebook stack, and as you keep watching my videos and learning more about how I'm using Evernote and how I'm helping myself be more effective and productive, you're going to start getting more and more and more notebooks. So what's great about this little shortcut thing is it allows you to sort and make the things that you want to make prominent enough so that it doesn't get lost in the big notebooks of a shuffle of notebooks. So it makes it very easy. Now, if you do drag something up here to shortcuts, but you don't want to actually access it anymore, all that you have to do is hover over it, and you see this little arrow that comes down. All you have to do is click it, click remove shortcut, and as you can see, it goes back to what we had when we first started this video. So I thought that was a really cool feature that I wanted to bring to your attention. Now, secondly, I want to share with you how I manage all of those little sticky notes and maybe little pieces of paper that I used to always have on my desk that would really kind of annoy me, because as I would sit down at my desk, I'd see all these little pieces of paper, or I would carry tons of notebooks around with little notes all over the place. And what was so frustrating to me is that every single time I had to sit down, I had to go through every single one of those, and I wasn't able to easily remove them from my consciousness to the daily management of, oh, I have this little note here, this little note there, oh, on this pad, in my notebook, in my laptop bag. I think you get the picture. So in looking at that challenge and that thing that I was managing, I said, how can I use Evernote to solve that problem so that I don't have to create all of this extra paper, whether, a sticky note or a piece of paper here or a piece of paper there. I said Evernote is easily one of the best tools for that. And as an Evernote Scott video watcher that you are, which I so appreciate your time and attention, I'm going to show you just the quick little fix. So to get started, all that we have to do is, if you've seen previous videos, all we have to do is create a notebook. So again, here, put the little arrow, put a new notebook, and what I like to do is I like to call this sticky notes. Delete later. Save. So now that we have our notebook created, sticky notes, delete later, all that I do and kind of how I use this notebook is that, like, say that I'm working on a little project. Let's say that I'm putting a banner on the right side of my blog. And in putting a banner on the right side of my blog, sometimes you have to copy different image links, different URL links, and you don't really want to use a Word document, but you don't want to also use a notepad. But since I always have my Evernote open all day, I just go right here to my sticky notes. I'm like, okay, let's put a new note. I'm not even going to title it because I'm going to delete it later, but let's just say that I was in my backend WordPress and I already had a code of a banner that I put on the right side, but it was a different image and a different link. So what I would do is basically just copy that and I'd paste it here. And then what I would do is I would then go and get my image, I'd download it to my desktop, I would then upload that image into WordPress, and then basically copy that URL and paste it here. Now, the thing is that because I already pasted that code there, it would allow me to go edit, oh, okay, rather than going to this image, have it be linked to that image. And instead of going to this link, put it to that link. So basically, I would get my code all ready to go here, and then when it was a time to go and update my my widgets on the side panel of my blog, I would just copy, paste, boom. And since I have this note here, I could delete it now, I could delete it later. That would be something very easy to set up. So I would just go delete, done. Now, in saying that and kind of giving you that example with the WordPress, I mean, you can basically have maybe 2 sticky note stacks if you do like sticky notes. And if sticky notes is one of the ways that you manage your tasks and what you complete throughout the day, maybe you may be falling into the category where you have 2 different sticky note stacks or 2 different sticky note notebooks. One of the notebooks is for an example that I just gave you about, okay, I need to put a banner on the right side of my blog, or, I need to use it for a space of just creating something and then knowing I'm going to delete it right after it's done. But maybe you may be like, I'm going to create a new notebook. I'm going to go sticky notes tasks for the day. Now, what you could do with the tasks for the day sticky note stack is you can basically have this be one of like your mission control places in your Evernote. Now, I don't use this feature. Again, I'm just kind of ad-libbing this because I want to make sure I give you all the different ways of thinking about using this. So, I mean, if you can think about, say you start your day and you wake up and, you're taking a shower or you're just getting ready for your day and you have, okay, well, I need to go to the grocery store. Okay, done there. I'm going to create a new one and I got to go to call my friend John about project working on due Friday. Done. Or maybe you may be on a phone call with somebody, and whether for business or for pleasure, and it's like, oh, write this website down, and you don't necessarily have a paper or a pen or a sticky note around. You could basically pull up your Evernote and pop, okay, well, this may be a delete later, new note, boom, whatever if I can spell today, your friend said to you, etc. So with that being said, that is basically sticky notes. And as you can see here, just to give you some proof that I do use this a lot, this is my left-hand notebook. Here's some of the content that's coming up in the video. But as you can see here, I have sticky notes delete later, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands that I haven't really deleted yet, but they're there, and I like to kind of use it as a dropping off point like I've explained in this video, but even more so, I do like to know that, oh, well, I know I did a sticky note about that in the past. Let me go into the search feature, which with the search features up here, or as in the new web-based version, that's up here. And so that is the video for today. So if you really like this video, or this is the first time you're seeing this video, be sure to press the thumbs up button under it for a like. Or if you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe and be sure to share this with your friends if you found this to be massively valuable. As I shared in my previous video, I'm really looking forward to creating new video content for you. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to watch the previous video that I just made with the exciting announcement and the alert to learn more about how I'm going to do that and how it's going to add value to your life. Again, in that video, I explained that I'm going to be doing 2 videos per week, 1 video on Monday, 1 video on Wednesday, and again, I'm going to do the best that I can to stick to that routine. If I can't, again, I said I'm sorry in advance, but I'm really looking forward to doing that. So if you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe. The button's right on the bottom left-hand side under this video. Like it, share it, comment, share what you think, and I really look forward to hearing from you based on what I shared in my previous video. and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.